Hi, Scott Orland with Cinema Magazine. The movie is called Suspiria, and the star of the film is Dakota Johnson. Or actually, the guy outside was Dakota, which I think sounds
Dakota.
even more dramatic. It's fascinating in the history of Hollywood, their relationships between directors and actors sometimes. And you and Luca, talk a little bit about how the two of you just gel so well together.
It's I feel so lucky. I just we just love each other and respect each other and trust each other, and I want to be good for him, and I think he's brilliant, and I think I don't know, I think that kind of lays the groundwork, and he also respects me and as an artist and as a person, and that just allows us to have a really great collaboration. But we also, the second we're together and working, we just run. It's perfect.
And I think he's probably a director that takes you a little bit out of your comfort zones. And in this movie, I am going to presume that you are not that experienced of a dancer as we see in the movie. So what was that process like for you to learn that? And did it bring out something creatively in you to go through that?
Well, okay, so I danced when I was younger for, like, after school and on the weekends for about 10 years. Well, on and off. And it was very traditional. It was, ballet and jazz and tap and whatever, the Nutcracker and whatnot. Not that that's like whatever. It's very serious shit. But this was different in that I had seen modern dance, I had seen expressionist dance, but I had not discovered the world of Mary Wigman and Martha Graham and these women who created a complete world of their expressionist dance. Mary Wigman specifically was a huge reference for me and for all of us, but it began with a lot of references sent to me from Luca and films like The Red Shoes and a lot of work by Pina Bausch. And then I began training 6 months before filming, just kind of like body work and figuring out how a young Mennonite girl with no real professional training could get to this level of performance while then turning up to a dance academy. So figuring out how she would move her body. It was a lot of music I love music more than anything, so this was easy for me, but a joy to choose different artists from different genres so that it was things that Susie may have heard, in a shop or in a restaurant, in a supermarket, on a train.
Go ahead.
But those things informed how she would move her body and how I would do that. And then we kept training a month prior to filming, and that was every day, all day. Well, not all day, like 8 hours. And then after work while we were shooting.
Because you talked about doing research with the music and with the dance, but I was wondering how much of the source material, the original film that this is based on, did you want to look at? Or did you want to, like Luca, tell you to stay away from it?
No, he didn't tell me to stay away from it. It was, we weren't trying to match it, clearly, but, and it was not, it was sort of our what do you call it? Not a syllabus, but like I don't know the word for it. This incredible, inspiring story that we saw that wanted to
Get into the whole mythology of the witches and the covens and things like that, because some people that's just foreign territory.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I think it's so interesting. It's like mystical, mysterious, energetic, powerful. I think, you know, witches are people who harness their power. Anyone could do that. I mean, it's not. It's emotional. It's
Strong women.
it's being connected to yourself and to energy and to people and connecting, and that's, I mean, they used to call any woman who spoke out a witch. People with blue eyes, people who were left-handed. You know, it's like anything that's not normal. But I definitely did a lot of research on covens, and one of my favorite films when I was a teenager was The Craft. It's like, this is right up my alley. It ticks all the boxes.
Well, you have blue eyes, but I'm not going to accuse you of being a witch. Dakota Johnson, thank you so much as always. It's such a
Thank
pleasure,
you.
and this is Scott Orland. Until next time.